Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. India took a big leap in its second strike capability with the successful first flight of its Agni 5 MIRV ballistic weapons system. The second strike is a country's capability to respond to a nuclear attack with a more powerful strike, and a defense scientist explained that the weapon would change India's radius of influence. The Defense Research and Development Organization spent 10 years to develop the missile. The technology dramatically changes India's strategic capabilities in the Southeast Asian region. Based on numerous independently targetable re-entry vehicle technology, the new weapon system can hit multiple targets at different locations at the same time with a single missile using multiple nuclear warheads. Currently, just a few countries, the US, UK, Russia, France and China, have the technology. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has described the Citizenship Amendment Act as a divisive law and said it went against the Muslims and does not help the Tamils from Sri Lanka. With just weeks to go before the general elections, he said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has turned to the CAA because he has no options left to convince the electorate. Reactions have been coming in across India a day after the federal government ordered the implementation of the law. The Chief Minister of neighbouring Kerala state, Pinarayi Vijayan, held a similar view and asserted that the act will not be enforced in his state. The law allows Indian citizenship for non-Muslims who face religious persecution in Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan. A Tejas warplane, operated by the Indian Air Force, has crashed in Rajasthan during a training flight. It is the first crash of the fully Indian-made jet since its test flights 23 years ago. Reports said the pilot ejected safely and there were no casualties on the ground in the city of Jaisalmer, where it went down. Tejas is a light combat aircraft and the pride of the Indian Air Force, which entered service in 2016. An investigation is underway to find out the cause of the crash. Built by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it is a single-engine multi-role fighter jet, and the Air Force recently placed an order for 180 aircraft. The government in the state of Haryana has resigned after differences between the BJP and its ally JJP over seat sharing in the upcoming general election. Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar of the BJP shared power with his deputy Dushyant Chautala of the JJP in the state, and reports said it's just a matter of time before Khattar is back in the top job. The BJP, which has 40 lawmakers in the state, is expected to scramble a simple majority with the support of independents. 5 lawmakers who are thought to have broken off from the JJP are also expected to prop up the new government. The state has 10 seats in parliament, and the BJP took all of them in the last election in 2019. The government of Karnataka has ordered a ban on the popular delicacy gobi Manchurian, as well as coloured cotton candy, after fears over serious risks to health. The ban was linked to the colouring agent rhodamine B, which is believed to cause cancer. An investigation found that out of 171 samples collected from eateries, most of them contained unsafe artificial colours. The ban does not apply to white cotton candy, but violators may face severe penalties, including jail terms and cancellation of licenses. Neighbouring Tamil Nadu state was among the first to ban the sweet treat, after laboratory tests revealed traces of rhodamine B. It was also outlawed earlier this month in the Union Territory of Puducherry, as samples have been tested in other states. Reports say China has made a diplomatic protest after Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, which Beijing says is part of China. It said India's actions will only complicate the unresolved boundary dispute. Last week, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the 13,000 feet Sela tunnel in the state. The two-way tunnel is believed to be the longest in the world at such a high altitude. It was built on the route that connects the West Kameng region of Arunachal Pradesh with Tezpur in Assam. According to military sources, the tunnel will make it easier for the military to move troops and weapons to various forward positions along the border with China. The National Investigation Agency has conducted searches in 4 states and a union territory in its investigation into terrorist-gangster connection. According to reports, extensive searches took place at 30 sites across Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and the Union Territory of Chandigarh. A spokesperson stated that the agency recently adopted a number of strategies, including the attachment and seizure of properties derived from proceeds of terrorism, as part of its efforts to disrupt and dismantle terror and mafia networks and their support infrastructure. The National Investigation Agency is a federal investigator which probes terror-related cases across India and follows trails that go beyond the country's borders. Malaysia has said it has received a £100 million offer of assistance to organise the 2026 Commonwealth Games. Due to rising costs, the Australian state of Victoria had to suspend its plans for the Games last July, leaving the event without a host. According to Malaysia's Olympic Council, the Commonwealth Games Federation extended a formal offer to take over as hosts from Victoria last month. According to reports, advanced discussions are reportedly underway between the two sides. According to a statement on the website of the Olympic Council of Malaysia, the £100 million would help with the local delivery and legacy planning for the 2026 Olympics. Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia, served as the host of the Games in 1998. Australian climber Ali Pepper has announced her bid to climb Mount Annapurna 1 without supplementary oxygen as part of her 14-peak summit bid within 2 years. The 48-year-old climber from Sydney's Blue Mountains told a press conference in Kathmandu that she is preparing for the spring ascent of the 10th highest peak. With over 24 years of experience in different mountains, Pepper is now eyeing the 12 remaining peaks. Seven Summit Treks is locally managing her expedition in Nepal, while a small crew is also working hard to document her climb. Pepper wants to complete all 14 peaks without oxygen in the fastest time possible. According to current records, 2 men in the world have completed the 14 peaks without oxygen in 16 years. Pepper's upcoming climb is expected to break that time record. The President of Pakistan, Asif Ali Zardari, has indicated that he could name his daughter Asifa Bhutto Zardari as the country's First Lady, a title that is usually given to the president's wife. Reports said if Zardari goes ahead with the move, it would mark a break with long-held traditions. Zardari is the youngest child of the president and former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated in a political rally in Rawalpindi in 2007. She has a strong educational background and made her political debut in 2020, and she also serves as Pakistan's ambassador for polio eradication. President Zardari, who was recently sworn in for a second term, holds a unique distinction as the only civilian to achieve this position twice, apart from military leaders. Chinese technology company Xiaomi announced that it will begin shipping its first electric vehicle this month, marking its historic entry into the cutthroat automobile sector. The car's price is expected to be revealed later this month. The fifth largest smartphone manufacturer in China claims to have 59 locations to accept orders across 29 cities. It coincides with the escalation of a pricing war in China, the largest auto market in the world, between companies like BYD and Tesla. Xiaomi also hopes that its shared operating system for cars, phones, and other gadgets will draw in current users. The automotive giant has announced plans to invest $10 billion over the next 10 years in its vehicle division. Following the announcement, Xiaomi shares in Hong Kong rose by almost 10%. The UK's Defence Ministry has successfully tested a high-powered laser weapon called Dragonfire. Designed to knock drones out of the sky, this precise laser can hit a coin from a kilometer away. The technology aims to provide a low-cost alternative to missiles for shooting down targets. Dragonfire will be used by both the Army and the Royal Navy. Firing the laser for 10 seconds costs less than £10, making it an economical option. Although the weapon's maximum range remains undisclosed, it can engage with any visible target. This development represents a significant step forward in directed energy weapons, with other countries like the US, Germany, and Israel also exploring laser technology for defense purposes. A former employee of aircraft maker Boeing, who was well known for challenging the company's production standards, has been discovered dead in the US. John Barnett retired from Boeing in 2017 after 32 years of service as a quality manager. He started a protracted legal battle against the firm after his retirement. He had been providing testimony in a whistleblower case against the company in the days preceding his passing. According to reports, Boeing expressed their sorrow at learning of Barnett's demise. Authorities confirmed his death in South Carolina state and stated that they were investigating the 62-year-old's death last weekend from a self-inflicted wound. Reports said he was found dead in his truck in the parking area of a hotel. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.